Bitcoin is setting a trap, and most traders are walking right into it while everyone's crying and panicking over red candles. Bitcoin's gearing up for its next move. And I'm going to go over why I think that we kind of lost a little bit of momentum. So stick around, watch the full video. Welcome back, crypto crew. It's your boy Tom here, bringing you the hottest in crypto and Bitcoin action. If you like what you see, give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure you come on over to X and follow us on X, where we talk about crypto and Bitcoin all day, every day. All right, let's kick it off with the king of all coins, Bitcoin. Right now on the 4-hour chart, I'm going to talk about why I think that we lost momentum, okay, before I go into this, because it's totally out of our control. We talk about technicals here, and that's all we can really focus on is technicals. We have a macro problem out there, whereas Germany just gave the green light to long-term missiles into Russia. At first, it was kind of like a nothing burger, dollar yen rallied to 146.28. I was like, wow, nothing's really happening here. Then they started doing touch and go landing with F-35s recently off of highways, basically saying that, well, if Russia knocks out our air bases, we can use the highways as runways. Not good. That's what I think really knocked us off, because now dollar yen is trading right around 144, so about 200 points off of dollar yen's high. So this is where we're at. Now we're just going to go technically. Okay, let's kick it off with the 4-hour chart. I'm going to say it loud. I'm going to try to say it as clear as I can. Bitcoin dips are blessings. Everyone panics, but every crossover on this chart printed green. Dips aren't dangers. They're discounts, and they're great to help ride a reversal. If you haven't gotten involved, helps you get involved. Now, I want to go over to the short-term chart that we were messing with yesterday, where we said that the breakout was imminent. We said the breakout was incoming on this chart. Okay, yes, but we also said it could go in either direction. So the 106 level that I was talking about was actually taking the high of the wedge down to this kind of triple bottom right here and came up with 106.4. That was my first level of support. That has broken. We come down to 104.6. Notice the difference, 106.4, 104.6. It's a $2,000 difference, okay? And that's basically what a short-term average true range is on the coin. So I want to talk about how we could handle this, okay, if you're a short-term trader. Just some free advice, and you know what that's worth, right? So if let's just, do a thought experiment and say that this is the low right now. The low is in at 104.4. What this coin would need to do, it would need to rally from this low up to like 106, say 500, 106, 700. Then it would have the potential to come back down. As long as it doesn't break this low, it's potentially saying then we could get the rebound up to the 108.4, okay? So I would be looking at like a $2,000 or 2,000 point range that will give us a good idea of where the coin actually can react off of and then go up to. Now, there's going to be some wood to chop up in this area. You can't just like disregard that. We have this support line that was broken and the marketplace came down. But if you notice, if we take the 104 and we take 2,000 off of it, I come up with 102, 102.5. That's the next level. Now, if I come into this area of the chart right here, I can see the spike lower at 102. Okay, 101.999, 102,000. The main support of this coin, in my opinion, is 99,500. If we were to break that, then we're going to be in a little bit of the land of hurt for a while, for the simple reason it's not going lower. It's not. It's going to go higher because this pattern is still in play. The parabolic move is still in play. It's just going to take longer to get there, but we just got to trade it. And that's unfortunately, markets aren't easy. They don't always just go in one direction. They do have a to and fro, and we're right now in the fro. Right? So we just have to be cautious with it. So I want to go over to the global liquidity chart that we've been talking about. All right. What's going on here? Well, Bitcoin tests its all-time new high. Okay. Global liquidity kind of pulls back a little bit. Bitcoin pulls back a little bit. Global liquidity sparks again. Bang, the coin takes off. That's what we're looking at. Now, why has global liquidity kind of tightened up? No, it's just basically working its way through the system. However, we also have that geopolitical piece that I just mentioned about that Germany thing about long-range missiles. Not very, very cool. But as you can see, when Bitcoin retested previous highs, when the global liquidity kicks back in, what comes next? All-time new highs. It's not a crash, it's your second chance. Okay, now you can time your trades. Okay, if you're a short-term trader, you're going to be wanting to look at that 102. You're going to want to look at that 104.5 that we just hit. Let's see if we can get above 2,000 bucks, and then see if that level holds. And we got a pretty good indication that the market's kind of recovering. If we look at history, if we look at Bitcoin history, Bitcoin looked it's the same as 2024. It looks the same, and it exploded. It's the same trend, same structure, same disbelief. So we are in rinse and repeat territory. Don't sleep on it. Pay attention. Make sure you follow us on X. We'll be giving you updates on this stuff, and make sure if you join our free trading community, we'll be giving daily updates on what we think the coin is going to do. So it's this is just an overview, right? So let's go switch to good old Ethereum. All right, so let me see if I could find my Ethereum wedge chart. That's Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let me see my Ethereum gold. That's good. All right, but let me see. All right, I'm going to just stick with this chart right here. If we're looking at this on the weekly chart, Ethereum is following Wyckoff to perfection. If you zoom out, the structure is screaming higher. Okay, if I come over and I look at Ethereum compared to gold, if I look at Ethereum compared to gold, Ethereum is shadowing gold. Okay, so it's the same breakout setup. Gold went vertical already. Ethereum's lagging for now. Do you see what's coming next? Ethereum's going to take off. All right. If I look at good old Ethereum versus Bitcoin, okay, the fractal setup, Ethereum is mirroring it. Same crashes, same recoveries. Now what comes next? The vertical phase, 1,110%. Miss it and you're going to regret it. So get positioned. All right, before we wrap up, crew, I want to make sure that you are well aware of our trading community. Click this link right here. You'll be taken over to this site where you can sign up. It's totally free to join. We'll be dropping insane alpha and trading opportunities from daily breakouts, long-term gems. We got you covered. You want to follow our trades with a solid broker? Check out this link right here where it takes you to WEEX, where we have a trade running right now, and we'll be doing live trading starting on this coming Saturday, I believe. So you'd want to, follow us. We got low fees, fast execution, perfect for our trading strategies. Join the crew, lever up your trading. So let's just make sure that we understand what we said. We got some geopolitical problems here, when we're talking about what Germany just said. That's not cool at all. Bitcoin right now is not crashing. It is not crashing. It's coiling. Ethereum, it's not late to get involved. It's also loading. You're not behind unless you stop watching. So it's Tom here from the Crypto Crew. I want to make sure that you follow us on X. And remember, always trade with your head, not over it. Do your own research. And as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.